Very good episode. What would you do if some less advanced people thought you were a god?
Alex and Josh, for the target audience.
Question for Josh and Alex. Would Riker have figured the mystery out if he had been in command? Would he have kept pursuing the Phantom ship and not returned to the planet? Story set aside, I see command style differences between Riker and Picard accentuated here. Picard's Detective Dixon Hill style is showing in this episode. That stands out to me as much as the ethical quandaries in this episode. That is a good question. Picard has always been the one to sit back and take in the situation and say, wait a minute. But, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Riker was the one who was gung-ho and going after that ship.
Yeah, I definitely think this is where Picard's experience comes into play. Also, great point by Andrea pointing out the Dixon Hill comparison, wanting to solve the mystery.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely think Riker would have just totally forgotten about the planet, been like, we're chasing this damn thing. All right, well, just keep going. He would not have gone back. The episode makes me and so many others feel sympathy for Uxbridge, despite the crime beyond laws. Not possible without those incredible performances. I agree, especially from him. And I thought Anne Haney, who played Rashawn, was great as well. I loved her in Liar Liar. She plays Jim Carrey's assistant. So that's the only thing I've seen her in that I remember. But yeah, I thought she was great too. Nothing but love for Deanna Troi, Marina Sirtis, acting in this, conveying the discomfort increasing to complete torturous pain without going overboard and making it comical. I agree. She's always good at that.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel her torment. Side note. The rumor as to why the intro scenes were changed in Season 3 is because the Enterprise and her crew is on an exploratory mission in deep space, so why show our own solar system? And I've never thought about that until just now. In the original intro, it shows our own solar system.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, which I guess you could say, they're leaving our solar system, but that is funny. That, yeah, it makes more sense to show, what's out there.
Yeah, that does make more sense. Yeah, I never really paid attention to that.
Well, let's see what the patrons have to say about the episode.
Another Prime Directive episode, but in this one you see the consequences of breaking it, even though it was done accidentally. A brief mention of Dr. Pulaski and Riker and Troy, and get new temporary faces. I have this ranked as excellent. Yeah, I think that's a fair way to rate this episode. I do love how they didn't just, erase Pulaski from existence.
From canon, yeah.
Yeah. And always nice to see Riker dressed up as something. I hope that's a theme that goes on forever. But yeah, I think definitely the best Prime Directive episode for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, to me, it's still not the strength of the episode. They need to work on it still, because every time they break it up, they just break it with no consequence.
I mean, it'd be weird if they brought it up and it wasn't broken. I feel like it has to be broken if they bring it up, because otherwise, why would they bring it up?
Because, imagine...
Unless it's, briefly mentioned and it's not the whole idea of the episode.
Yeah, because imagine if it's, a situation gets brought up and it's this is an easy solution. And they say, oh, yes, that would be an easy solution, but we can't because of the Prime Directive. So we have to figure out another solution. It could be as simple as that.
To make two references of the same movie, and, well, this is a different video, they have to Inception plant an idea in their head to think they did it. But even then, that'd be against
the Prime Directive still.
It's just leave. Just leave.
If only the advanced beings that inflicted religious thought on our cave-dwelling ancestors were as responsible as Picard.
Are you saying that aliens? Are you saying that we were influenced by aliens? Is that what you're saying, bud? Things that never happened in Star Trek number 6. The captain has to make a difficult decision about a less advanced people that is made a great deal easier by the Prime Directive. Yep.
Yep. This one is an all-time classic, and Picard's willingness to sacrifice his life to fix this and preserve the culture shows you what kind of man he is. I 100% agree. Great moment for him.
Yeah, he's like, all right, if this is what it takes, I've showed you that someone died. I've explained to you through this long explanation. You're still not getting it? Kill me. Kill me.
And even though it is right after the scene, just Dr. Crusher fixed me.
Yeah.
At least they had the little moment of the daughter pushing.
Yeah, because maybe if she didn't move him, it would hit him right in the heart.
Yeah.
Maybe because he hit him here, so maybe she pushed him. If she didn't push him, it would have hit him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. An episode that is still relevant today, with there being isolated tribes on Earth. However, those tribes are left alone because most attempts at face-to-face contact have ended badly. Have you heard of those tribes on those fucking islands?
Yeah.
It's that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how many of them there actually are that are real, but I love you see the TikTok videos of they're clearly like fake, but it's like I went to this tribe, like this uncontacted tribe, and they're like clearly leading him to like kill him and like eat him, and he's like oh like an idiot.
Oh no, I haven't. But
But yeah, there's like actual footage of the actual uncontacted tribes, and they're like out in their boats filming them, and they're like shooting at them. It is weird if that's real.
can you imagine? That is so crazy, and it's like it's on this planet. It's.
You ever seen the movie The Green Inferno?
I haven't. No. I'm a little squeamish.
Yeah, so it's a gross movie. It's made by who's that guy?
Is that Eli? Is that Eli Roth?
Eli Roth. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you about the ending of it, assuming you're never gonna watch it. But I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone out there. But the movie is really gross. I didn't care for it, but the ending I thought was kind of funny. So I'll tell you after.
Tell me later. Okay. You can always cut it
And
out.
if you want to know, you could just look it up if you want. This is one of the best episodes in the entirety of Trek, in my opinion, and a quintessential representation of the ideals of Trek at its best. This is one of the episodes I would show friends unfamiliar with the franchise so they could get an idea of what Trek is all about. I think that's funny. I wonder if that's more talking about the future of what we're going to see, because, like, watching this, I'm like, wow, this is nothing like what we've seen before, in TNG. So it was very new, but if hopefully there's more like this, I would be happy to see that.
I think Measure of a Man is my pick. If I had to show someone, hey, you got to watch this. Might be a bit confused. Like, who the fuck are these people? You know what I mean? It's like,
Wait, so this guy's an android?
why is it yellow? Vasquez Rocks returns. You're right. You most likely recognize the location from the TOS episode, The Arena. This is also a really good Prime Directive episode, especially compared to early attempts in TNG such as Pen Pals and Justice. In my opinion, this makes 3 bangers in a row, and Season 3 has only just begun.
Anytime I see location even similar to this, I'm just going to assume it's Vasquez Rocks, because do they film anywhere else,
Yeah, you film so many episodes there, just go to a different side of the rocks.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room there.
If the voice of OG sounds familiar, it's because actress Pamela Adlon is most famous for playing Bobby on King of the Hill. That's amazing.
Oh, I'm going to have to hear OG talk now.
That is amazing. I mean, of course, she's putting on a voice for Bobby, but,
Yeah.
It's very common for younger male animated characters. A lot of times they're voiced by females. I've always found that interesting.
Yeah, Bart Simpson. I think Timmy Turner was.
Yeah, Timmy Turner, Jimmy Neutron, Tommy Pickles. It's like they're all females usually, which makes sense because they have higher pitch voices.
Now, if a man played a very good episode, what would you do if some less advanced people thought you were a god? I would start a YouTube channel and a Patreon.
Alex and Josh, feel the tongue on hips.
We are on a journey watching all of Star Trek, and today, The Next Generation, Season 3, Episode 5.
But wait, Josh, we're not in our regular chairs. What is this?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's actually a funny story. You want to hear about it?
No, that's all right. So today,
Wait,
Season 3.
Come on, let me do the thing.
All right, fine, go ahead.
Okay, so, we bring our chairs everywhere, and most recently we took them to 10 Forward. So I was trying
Heartbeats fill the atmosphere. Their minds are racing.
Okay. All right. Move.
You're blocking me, man.
Episode 7 reaction.
That's a TAS shot if I ever saw one.
Oh, yeah.
Cosmic journey, voyage on ground. Alex and Josh, their spans, they now stand.
Yep.
Yep.